everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Rewind presented by Attractions Magazine. This episode is for Friday, September 25th, 2015. I'm your host, Banksley. We're going to take a look back at the past 7 days of our Twitter feed at Attractions. So let's get started with last Friday, September 18th. We were over at Universal Orlando for the first night of Halloween Horror Nights 25. The media got a special Q&A session with Greg Nicotero and Chandler Riggs from The Walking Dead, as well as director Jock Lindsey, who directed An American Werewolf in London. The event is great this year. I love all the houses, especially the Jack show, The Carnage Returns. Definitely, if you have a chance, go check out the event this year. You can see lots of videos of the scare zones, as well as a couple of the houses, highlights from them on our YouTube channel, as well as a full report on this past week's episode of the show. On September 19th, we were over at the Orange County Convention Center for America's Cake and Sugar Craft Fair. This will be on a future episode of the show, but I just want to show off this Minnie Mouse cake that was there on display at the cake fair. September 20th, over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, you can now see all the construction walls and planters are gone from the center stage area, so you can see a great full view of the Chinese theater at the park. Who knows, like I said last week, how long this is going to last, but it's good to see no more construction walls or anything obstructing this view. Also, September 20th, over at Publix, we saw this Busch Gardens Hallow Scream stand for tickets now on sale. The event started today over at Busch Gardens. We'll have more look into that probably on next week's episode of Weekly Rewind. September 21st, Magic City Mayhem on Twitter shared this photo over at City Walk of walls around the NBA City restaurant. This restaurant closed, of course. Now the NBA is going to have their own place over at Disney Springs. No word yet on what's going to be replacing this location. September 21st, we're also over at iDrive 360 for the grand opening media event for Paramount Restaurant. It's been open for a little bit now, but they invited media to come on out and try some stuff. And here's a Vine post right here of a falafel being made over at Paramount. So I talked about how our new fall issue last week is now available, and here you can see it's now available in print form over at Theme Park Connection. So if you're in town, you don't have a copy yet, be sure to head over there and get it. September 22nd at Disney Springs, Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar officially opened. We were there for the grand opening. You can see a full tour inside the restaurant on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/attractionsmagazine. This is a look at the pin. This is a special pin that a guest receives if they are the first one there every morning to open the Hangar Bar. It's a neat little incentive to get there early. It was also announced on September 23rd that on September 29th, Downtown Disney will be no more. It will be officially changed to Disney Springs. September 29th will also be the preview for Morimoto Asia, so be sure to follow us on Twitter for a look inside that restaurant on September 29th. September 24th, we were over at Busch Gardens, Tampa to see the Scream Cam for Hallow Scream. Now, this is something the media does every year. They have a camera attached to you, and you go through the house. The brand new house Unearthed was the one that Andy went through, and here's actually a teaser of what he saw.
Oh, God.
You can see the full Scream Cam on our YouTube channel, and we'll have a full coverage of Hallow Scream on next week's episode of the show. September 24th saw the grand opening of the new ThinkGeek store over at the Florida Mall. Now, ThinkGeek, I love this website, and this is their very first physical store location in the country. Here you can see a panorama of all the pop figures that are available inside the ThinkGeek store. If you're a fan of pop vinyls, you got to go here and check this out. And finally, we want to show you what we came home with from ThinkGeek. Like I said, this is a lot of geeky stuff you can get here, hence ThinkGeek. So check it out if you're in town. There's no way you're going to walk away without getting something. And that is going to do it this week for the Weekly Rewind. Be sure to tune into all our past shows this week to see what's going on in the world of Orlando attractions. And until next week, we will see you soon. Have fun, guys.